Welcome to Introduction to Communications, a fully online course. My name is Dr. Rafferty, and my intent with this short video is to provide you with a quick tour of the course. Each time you log in, you'll see the home page. After viewing this video, read the start page and the syllabus, then take the quiz, and complete the start page and syllabus contract. Next, you'll want to download the free textbook and save it to your device. You'll need to reference it throughout the course. You can view the course calendar depending on the screen size and type of device you're using. You'll see labels like View Calendar and View Course Stream, and a to-do list. The small number inside the View Calendar icon indicates the number of assignments due during the current month. When you click the button, you will be able to choose views such as week, month, and even an agenda. You can also use the calendar feed link to add the assignment names and due dates to other applications such as iCal, Google Calendar, Outlook, and so forth. Some students find this feature handy because they can receive alerts on their smartphone or computer to remind them to complete assignments. Let's return to the home page. The to-do list is below the calendar button. You'll see the name of assignments, the point values, and the due dates to include times. Over here are two navigation menus. First navigation is for Canvas itself. The second navigation is for the course. You have full access to the course, so I highly encourage you to explore the course navigation links. Doing so will allow you to get a feel for how the course is structured. Let's begin with modules. This is where you will spend the majority of your time. As you can see, there are 9 modules. While I encourage you to work ahead, you must complete the modules in sequence. Module 1, you'll see a list of assignments. Note the different icons. These are a quick way to determine the type of assignment. For example, a reading page, a quiz, a written assignment, and discussions. Each module begins with a welcome page that contains information about the module. If you want to get a feel for the entire course, I encourage you to spend a few minutes reading the welcome page for each module. Also note that assignments display the due date and the point value. You can expand and close modules as needed. Let's look at the structure of a typical assignment. All assignments use the same layout like the one you see here. You'll always see the purpose statement. Most assignments will have 2 parts. Part 1 is typically the work that needs to be completed, and Part 2 is the submission of your work. For all assignments, I provide Microsoft Word templates. The templates are already in the required APA format. You can use the template to complete assignments and to submit assignments, but you must submit assignments with the template intact. This means that I expect to see the cover page, instruction page, and all content pages. I should also point out here that while you can choose to use other programs such as OpenOffice, Google Docs, WP Office, and other similar programs, those programs usually reformat the Microsoft Word templates and in some cases remove content altogether. It is in your best interest to use Microsoft Word because I reject assignments that do not meet format requirements. You'll also find this critical note in most assignments. In a nutshell, it means that if you communicate with me, you must use the course inbox. Down here, you'll also see that it labels course content and learning outcomes. These are here so you know how assignments support course content and the learning outcomes. You can also find the same information in the syllabus. Additionally, you'll find that every assignment has a unique rubric. which is usually displayed just below the assignment. Most rubrics have 2 or 3 columns, like you see here. To earn maximum points, you really only need to pay attention to the left-hand column, which is where you'll earn maximum points. You can navigate using the next or previous buttons that you see here at the bottom of the page. You'll also see a Submit Assignment button. Depending on the device and programs that you are using, you may see up to 3 tabs. For assignments that require you to submit a document, you will always see the File Upload tab, but you may also see a Google Drive or Office 365 tab. If you are using those programs, then you'll know how to use these other tabs. For our purposes here, I will only discuss the File Upload tab. To upload a document, click the Choose File button, and then navigate to the folder of your choice to find the file that you want to upload. In my case, I'm going to go to my desktop, to my communications folder, and then I'm going to click on the document communication context and click Open. To verify the document is ready to upload, and you'll see it's listed right next to the Choose File button. If required, you can add another file using the Add Another File link. Do not use this little box here called Comments to ask questions. Always use the course inbox to ask me questions. This comment box should only be used when you need to inform me about something unique to the assignment or when the assignment instructions indicate the use of this comment box. When assignments require a text-only submission, then you will see a text entry box like you see here. There will not be a file upload screen. Now let's look at some of the other navigation links. Throughout the course, I make announcements. Some are informational, others are reminders of upcoming assignments, so it is a good idea to look at announcements each time you log in. Assignments can be viewed using the Assignments link. This is a quick way to check for overdue assignments and to see upcoming assignments. However, the best way to work through the course is to use the Modules view. Let's take a look at the Gradebook. The Gradebook provides a wealth of information. You can arrange it by date, assignment group, module, and title. However, the best way is to view it by the due date. So you'll see the name of the assignment. You can see the due date and the time that the assignment is due. You can see the out of, which is the total points possible, and the score. Here you'll see the points that you've earned once I've graded your assignment. You can enter points in here to see how it might affect your grade. To see this, you would click on that and then enter a score up to the maximum points possible. One thing to note here is that as you enter scores here, it changes the total over here. Let's see how this works. I'll enter 25 here. I'll enter 100 here. Note how this is changing. I'll enter another 100 here, and then I'll enter, say, one more 100 here, and see how that has changed. What's interesting here, though, is that what this percentage means. You must scroll down, and you'll see another little tick box here that says calculate based only on graded assignments. It's always a good idea to untick this box and then go back up and look and see what is your actual score in the overall course. So right now, because we've only completed 4 assignments, we're only showing 4.22% of the overall grade. If I go back down and tick that and go back up, you'll see that it's now back up to 75%, and that's only the number of assignments that have been completed. It's always a good idea that when you look at your gradebook to go down and tick this box on and off to see the differences in that. To remove the scores that you added, just simply click the small arrows. You'll also see that there might be comment. You can click on the little comment icon to see something that has been, that I've either feedback that I've provided or some comment associated with the assignment. In this case, the individuals submitted a blank document and I simply asked them to try again. Click close to close assignments. Also note over here that each module has a certain weight toward the overall grade of the course. Some are only 4%, some are 20%, some are 25%, and a few are just 10%. Now, let's look at quizzes. There are two types of quizzes in this course. The first type is called assignment quizzes, and these are mandatory. There's also a practice quiz called the pretest, and this is optional. And then there's also the final exam. You are allowed 3 attempts for the final exam. Just know that the average of all those attempts will be used to determine your final grade. Let's take a look at a typical quiz. When you open that up, you'll note that there is a due date and a time. There's a time limit, possible points earned, number of questions in the quiz, and how many times you're allowed to take the quiz. Just like assignments, you'll see that there's always going to be a purpose statement. And then there's some additional instructions. A couple things I'd like to point out here. Notice that it says here that this quiz is pulled from a test bank. And it says down here that you are allowed 3 attempts, but only your latest, not highest, score counts. So what this means is that although you may take the quiz more than once, the chances of you getting exactly the same questions on the second or third attempt is unlikely. Now let's take a look at discussions. Some things I want to point out here about discussions. First, there are a total of 10 discussions in this class. And they all belong to each module or modules as denoted by the numbers preceding the name of the discussion. Over here, if you want, you can subscribe or unsubscribe to any particular discussion. It's a good idea to subscribe to discussions because they alert you when your classmates post to your particular discussion. And it can also serve as a reminder to check back when more than one post is required. Let's take a look at one particular discussion. As with assignments, you will also see a purpose statement. Most discussions will have 3 parts. Part 1 is where you'll always make your initial post. Part 2 is typically where you'll respond to your classmates' posts. And then Part 3 is where you'll return to make a final post. Because of the requirement to return to close out the discussion, it is a good idea to add discussion reminders to your schedule. All discussions also include a rubric. To see the rubric, click on the little 3-dot icon and click Show Rubric. When the rubric loads, you'll see that it's just like the assignment rubrics. There's typically 2 or 3 columns. Pay attention to the left-hand side for the maximum amount of points. 2 things I'll point out here that's important is that there is always going to be a row for promptness. So notice the times in order to be able to earn the maximum points. There's also follow-up posts required, and in many cases there's a response to classmates that's also required, which weighs heavily in the overall points. Also, I'd like to point out that there is a netiquette requirement. When you violate this requirement, I will typically remove your post and assign a 0. A second violation will usually result in dismissal from the class. And so there you have it, a quick tour of the course. This course is fast-paced and rigorous, but with good time management and effort on your part, you can succeed. Remember, I am here to help you succeed, so do not hesitate to communicate with me through the course inbox. I look forward to working with you this quarter.